All right, good evening, everyone. Actually, good morning. This is DayTraderRockStar for Tuesday, August 5th. I want to give you a small little watch list and show you some interesting setups here in the market that are upcoming. There's actually 3 good stocks I want to go over, 4 good stocks I want to go up that are setting up. I discuss these stocks each day in the market on the radio station at www.daytradingradio.com and also on the Traders TV, which is also located at the station's website right there at www.daytradingradio.com. So that's called Trader Lounge TV. And these next couple plays are just the plays that I base off of this bottoming pattern that I look for. I call it the slanted W pattern, where you have a trend line dropping down here. You have a consolidation right under the trend line and a pop through the trend line. All right, which is it kind of gives you a break of a trend, reversal of a trend there, and then I wait for the first pullback and for the 20-period moving average to come underneath and for that to hold, and that would be my buy trigger here. So these next couple, I want to show you, this is something very interesting to watch for in the market. If you remember to recognize these, I want to give you another example of one right here. Again, here's a downward trend line. You want to look for the break of the downward trend line. That's the main thing you want to do. Again, I discuss every day how the market, if we're watching the market on a 5-minute chart or, a daily chart or a 1-minute chart, moving averages, if you're trading above the moving averages, 20 and 50 moving averages respectively, you're usually heading up in the market. You're very bullish, and if you're trading underneath these moving averages, you're bearish. So as you can see here on the daily chart, we're trading underneath, and when we get that pop out of that trend line, that usually gives us a change of trend. Also usually brings us above the 20 and 50 period moving average. Usually the 20, or most likely the 20. Sometimes it doesn't make it up to the 50. In this case, we did. We made it right up, and we pushed up against the 200 period moving average, where we pulled back. And again, what I want to see is the 20-period moving average come up underneath us, hold us right there, boom, boom, and just hold the market there. And then continue to move up, right up into here. And again, it'll continue. So that's another example of that one. That one's on ESRX. And I'll give you one more example of that, and then I'll show you the stocks that I'm looking at here. Actually, not this one. This one is actually... oh yeah, maybe this one is setting up. It did set up here. This was a great example right here. Excellent example. Again, downward trend line, actually a nice channel trade. We break through the channel trade. We move up, we consolidate, and again, in that consolidation here, you can see the nice consolidation. Then what we do is the 20-period moving average moves up right up underneath, and boom, right when that happens, boom, market takes off. All right, so good example. Again, another good example. Again, it's using the combinations of a downward trend line, a breakthrough, a consolidation or a pullback, and letting the 20-period moving average come underneath and support the stock and make it head higher there. All right, so the 3 stocks I'm looking at this week for a nice move. Start off with Sybase. Sybase, a nice move here. 52-week highs. Stochastics are nice and embedded up here. We have a nice break up here above the 20 and 50 period moving average, and now we're having a consolidation happen right across here. I'm waiting for this 20 period moving average to come up, and it should send the stock up higher here if we hold this 20 period moving average. That's going to all happen around that should happen around that 3280 level. So hopefully, or if the market wants to come back down and test that, or you're going to continue to consolidate here, we just have to let these two match up, and then we should get a move higher. So Sybase, SY, that's the first symbol. Next one I'm looking at here, this one I put an alert out on the site this week, last week. I do like the semiconductors here, and one of the semiconductors is being Intel. Intel again. This is one that we had the downward trend line break. Not even that I was looking at it the downward trend line break on this one, but what I like here is the consolidation here. The 20-period moving average actually moving right underneath the stock here, and we're getting pushed right up against the 200-period moving average, also making a nice little inverted head and shoulders pattern here. So this, you take that into effect, you're going to see a lot of interesting. Again, this is a semiconductor stock. A lot of the other semiconductors are setting up the same way, so I like the semis going into this one. The next stock I want you to watch this week is potash. I think you have a potential trade here. Potash, I should say. Potash. If we zoom out here, you can see right here we got the right there we got the 200 period moving average coming up underneath us. And what we want to do is probably going to see the market come down and meet that moving average, which is going to be right around that 170 area. What I would like to see is a little push down, a little bit underneath the moving average, maybe to 169, 168, and start a position there. A very small position. Again, this one has dynamite in its britches, so whenever, this thing can easily run 5, 10, 20 points in a day, so you got to be very careful when you first scale in. But again, pulling back under the 200 period moving average would be a good entry here to look for a bounce. That's POT, so we're going to be watching for that one. And another bottoming play I'm going to be watching, not yet in, but I want to watch for a bounce. I'd love to get this one on my wish list. I would like to see Garmin trade down to that under $30 in that $29 level area. So I'm going to continue to watch that. But the main ones, Sybase, Intel, and Potash going into this week. These are 3 examples of the stocks. So we'll be looking at DayTradingRadio.com and on the Stock TV. You'll also come to the site and get real-time alerts of the setups for the 10 for 1,000 watch list and some other great membership benefits. But the radio and TV is free as always, so come on by and enjoy it. And I hope to see you in the markets. All right, that's it.